Hello everybody and welcome back to another Rockabilly guitar lesson, back with just another request and a true Rockabilly masterpiece. I'm talking about The Train Kept A-Rollin by the Johnny Burnette Trio. The song was originally recorded and written by Tiny Bradshaw, but of course I'll show you the Johnny Burnette Trio version. Although the role of the trio, Paul Burleson and Dorsey Burnette in the recording process is questionable. There are several stories out there, but the most likely for me is that Grady Martin played lead guitar, Bob Moore played bass, and Buddy Carman played the drums, just like on any other Johnny Burnette recordings that were done in Nashville, Tennessee at Owen Bradley's studio. The song was released in October 1956 as the flip side to Honey Hush on the Color Records label. I'll show you the solo right here on YouTube, and if you want to learn the intro as well and have access to the tabs and the jam tracks, then you should know by now where to find it. You can join my Patreon community where you get all the good stuff, the exclusive lessons and videos, and also discounts to my shop. And speaking of jam tracks, I'm often get asked if I could do jam tracks for whole songs, and I would like to do that in the future. But I want you to tell me which songs you would like. Let me know in the comments which jam tracks you are craving for. I'm currently at 29,162 subscribers and I would like to make it to 30k. And if you could help me out there, then that would mean a lot to me. It doesn't take long just to click on the subscribe button. And while you're at it, why not hit the notification bell as well, so you never miss a lesson like this one. Here's how to play the solo from The Train Kept A-Rollin by the Johnny Burnette Trio. The Train Kept A-Rollin by the Johnny Burnette Trio is in the key of E, and Grady Martin's solo has to be one of the most iconic rockabilly guitar solos in history. There are different ways of approaching this solo. I see many people using the thumb on the low E string and the ring finger on the high E string, or the middle finger. And that's how I started as well, but lately I became a fan of using the ring finger and the middle finger here, like this. Then for the right hand I use a thumb pick, but of course you can use a flat pick if that's better for you. And for the high E string I use the index or the middle finger. I might switch during the tutorial, depending on the day really. And sometimes I even use the ring finger. So once again, whatever you prefer is okay. There's no wrong or right here. We're starting on 3 and the first part goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3. So in the first part we're just going back and forth between the 12th fret and the open E strings. This is followed with a slide, and don't worry too much about which notes you're picking there, as long as you go this way. And then the first defined notes I think that are important are the open E strings here. So one more time, the whole thing with a slide. I just wrote down what I heard from Grady Martin, but I don't think he paid too much attention when he picked the notes during the slide. 1 and 2 and 3. So I played the next part already, starting with the open strings. It's just back and forth between open and the 3rd fret here. Then the next part. And this is where I found the biggest advantage between this technique and the thumb. I could slide better, smoother from the 3rd to the 2nd fret here. And then the last part. Little stumble there. So one more time, the last part here. So So the good news is there are not many frets, not many notes that you have to learn to memorize, but the rhythm is important, of course, and it's hard to get it up to speed, at least it was for me. So now we play it at half the speed of the original, which is 85 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3.